How the howdy how's everybody doing? Good to see. Hey, we got people on stream already. That's kind of dope. Hello Twitch. How are y'all doing tonight? Average stream bitrate is too high. Really, Twitch? You just complain, don't you? But don't limit you down. This is why I need to get affiliates. We can just send them more stuff. That'll be fun. Let's see if that shuts up in a little bit. Anyhow, coming on tonight, gonna play some Arena. Happy to have everybody here. We are on tonight, if you'll notice, on the bottom left side over there. Yeah, over that side. Nope. That side. There we go. Camera's backwards. Haha. You see the little box says follower goal 21 of 30. We are trying to get to affiliate. Once we hit affiliate, we have some cool stuff coming. We'll be able to do just a little more interaction when we do our weekly live streams with Tuesdays and Thursdays. We'll be able to do a little more interaction when I'm on playing Arena. All sorts of fun stuff like that. So tonight, to get things kicked off, we are going to be playing a EB Reanimator deck. I suppose I can go to stream information and I can put the deck list in there, huh? Deck list here. Boop. There's a lot of white space in there tonight. Doo-doo. All right, we'll get that all updated for you guys. The deck list will be available there. Should be pushing out now to the stream description. I guess we don't have a stream description on Twitch, do we? It's just a YouTube thing. Cool. Well, we will put it all out here in the chat as well. This is a Dimir deck. Let me get it open on stream here. Hey, there it is for the chat. Cool. Boop. I don't want events. I want to play. There we go. So this is a blue-black Singularity Rupture built around deck. Basic blue-black control on the bottom end. Duress 3 steps. This new Star Charts card, which is like just a jazzed up stock up. Here a lot of people are arguing stock up's better, Star Charts better. Stock up's cool. You look at the top 5 cards, put 2 of them in the hand, rest on the bottom. Star Charts, if you spend 2 mana, yeah, Aaron, we got it to disappear. So now I'm just floating here in the ether, and I can push the button. Consult the Star Charts lets you look at the top X cards in your library, where X is the number of lands you control. Put 1 of them in your hand, but if it was kicked, you get to put 2 of them in your hand. So for 4 mana instead of 3 mana, at instant speed instead of sorcery, you can look at either less cards or more cards and put 2 of them in your hand. The cool thing is that you can hold up things like Divert, Disaster, 3 Steps Ahead, all of your cool instant speed interaction, Long Goodbye. And if you don't have a need to use that interaction, Feed the Cycle, then you can go ahead and consult the Star Charts and get some cards at the end. So that's kind of a big build around here too from AoE that we put in that I think is super cool. Divert Disaster is neat. This is a counter target spell unless its controller pays 2, 1 and a blue. If they do pay it, you create a lander token. There are some times I have fired this off just to get there on land, because then I get a lander token and next turn I can pay 2, sack it, and put a basic land card onto the battlefield tapped. Or even if I have my land drop, sometimes it is good to just ramp with that lander. We are playing the Darkness Crystal. There's 2 reasons we put this in this deck. It makes my black spells cost 1 less to cast, so now I can play some of my big stuff cheaper. Also says if a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, instead exile it and you gain 2 life. This card is hilarious. The Aristocrats decks that will bounce Forsaken Miner, and what's the new 2-drop for 2 that you can warp it out of your graveyard. is funny card against those decks. Makes them a little annoyed and sad. Deadly Cover Up, board wipe, and we can collect evidence 6 and exile 1 card name from their graveyard, hand, and library. They do get to draw a card for each one of them we took out of their hand, but it takes some stuff out of their deck, which helps us get towards Singularity Rupture being good. Singularity Rupture is 3 blue, black, black. Timeline color. Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate that. It says destroy all creatures, then any number of target players each mill half their library rounded down. So it wipes their board, and then it makes half of their library go away. Rounded down, of course, but still quite entertaining. I was playing this today at the shop with Ryan. He was playing blue-white control, so I figured I'd play something nasty too. And the question was, what's your win con? Well, we have a Restless Reef in there that can finish milling them out. We mill them out with Singularity Rupture. But the one thing that I thought of that we weren't doing is we were not. I think I take the Fountain Port out for this. There was the Final Fantasy land. Final Fantasy Adventure Land. I gotta look this up because I don't know the name of it. It's the blue one that is also a mill half your library thing. I have to scroll through all the Final Fantasy lands. Jidur. I'm pretty sure that's one that we own. Yep, Jidur, Aristocratic Capital. And that is a 6 mana sorcery. Target opponent mills half their library rounded down, and then you can play it from Adventure as a tap land. So we're going to throw 2 of those guys in. We have looked into the blue mill artifact. I don't... that is from Aether Drift. My concern is that we lose too much control. River Churn, there we go. We lose too much control, too many control pieces putting River Churn in. This deck does not have really a way to throw blockers out or throw chumps in the way, so you've just got to kind of keep the board clear, keep the opponent from casting things, and survive until you can get a reef going, mill out all their stuff, so on and so forth. There's not a quick win in this game unless your opponent scoops. Sideboard, we're running some fun stuff over here. We've got a null, 4 of them in there. Counter target artifact or enchantment spell. Yoon is a good deck to bring that in on. Obviously, the Simulacrum Synthesizer deck is a good one to bring that in on. We have an extra duress in the side. I think we're actually going to... Yeah, we got rid of it. Okay, so... Bonk. We're going to go up 1 more duress in the side and down an intimidation tactics. God, why can't this just stay out? That's annoying. We have some momentum breakers, take care of creatures, malicious eclipse for the I make little dudes decks, and intimidation tactics and duress for hand hate. Just more stuff to slow the opponent down, keep them from killing you so quickly. We've had some pretty good luck with it so far. It's super fun. Who's on? Tarot's on. Cool. So we are going to go ahead and take this on to ladder. And as we're playing tonight, if you're on and you're watching the stream, because 20 of you are right now, click that little purple thing on Twitch that says follow. That helps us out a ton. We're trying to get to affiliate, not because of the glorious ad revenue we're going to start bringing in, but it gives us little tools, lets us do high quality streams, lets us do some fun and cool stuff on Twitch. Just opens up a lot more options for us. So we are going to start out warming up, rocking this into best of 1. We may take it into BO3 here shortly. We'll see where we end up. But let's go ahead and jump in the queue and see what this comes up. Affiliate is the 30 follower goal that you see in the bottom left. And if I'm not terrible at the internet, that should update in real time. I don't have an alert up yet, but I should probably do that too, huh? All right, bottom of the plat queue, our first opponent comes up. We get to go first. Love it, Aaron, love it. Yeah, I think this is keepable. We got a couple early counter spells. We got some lands. We can get a Darkness Crystal down, and we'll draw some other stuff probably. Elegant parlor with a boiler bilges. So looks like we're either reanimator, some sort of Una, something. I'd wager if they dump that in the yard right away, it's coming back sooner rather than later. We'll put the watery grave in tapped because we don't have a 1-mana play. We see a green-white surveil and nothing. All right. We will play the Gloom Lake Verge because the shock is an island swamp and does turn the Verge on. Just like the... oh, we have Fenrir. I do not want you to have a Fenrir, sir. We'll put out a swamp. We could stock up here, but we're still holding the counter, so I think we just land go. Getting double ups on arena sounds for some reason here. Let's take a look and see what's... There we go. FOMO. Do I want you to have a FOMO? I don't know if it's worth countering the FOMO. I think we do. We just stop them from doing things. Cool. We get some land ramp next turn, which is cool because we don't have a 4th land. So we have a choice here. We can hit the lander token and go get a land and put it out, or we can stock up, probably get a land and something else neat. So I think we're going to take that route and stock up. That is correct. We get a... Do I want to kill a creature or do I want to take something out of their hand? 4 cards in hand. I think at this point we grab the land and the duress. I really want to hang on to that Jadur. I think we're just too far off of that. We need some other pieces first, so we put that back. And then we will shock in the grave. And let's see what they've got going on in their hand. I don't really care about Ultima. I think we get rid of Treasure's Insight. We're not really going to put anything out for them to interact with Ultima and Seam Rip. Bringing Bahamut back, aren't they? Yeah. Turn 5 Una, never didn't have it. Destroy my lander token, good job. We did not get our land for our board wipe. That is sad. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ooh, that puts us close, doesn't it? See if we can grab a land and maybe a removal spell. Oh, that is neither of those things, is it? I think we're kind of toast here. We had too much big stuff in hand. We will grab a star charts and a grave. Get the grave. And that's all she wrote. So we'll move on to the next one. All right, so maybe we start keeping or start throwing away the big whammy hands, eh? We do have effectively 8 board wipes in this deck. Main board, just in BO1 before we get into changing anything out. All right, so here we have a removal spell, a consult to stock up, a couple of darkness crystals. I hate seeing multiple darkness crystals. We're only playing 3 of them. And I see 2 of these in my hand so many times. Yeah, we'll go ahead and keep this. We can keep interaction up, and if we don't have to kill anything on that turn, we can consult. Start with the swamp. We'll go with the Verge and just pass. We have a Feed the Cycle available if we need to. We don't have a Feed the Cycle available because it's 3 or Forage. I don't have Forage up. Cool. So then we are going to consult. Are we gonna kill the voice? Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that. Goodbye. See if they're a raise the pass stack or not. The sack deck, okay. And see the 4-mana next turn, so they could play some sack things. They could play a Sephiroth. I think we hold the counterspell up. If they don't do anything counterspell worthy, we can always just kill the Zealot at the end of their turn. I'm gonna have the counterspell up, do we? Because I can't math right. All right. Well, if they put a Voice Victor in the sack, we'll just kill the Zealot. Do I care about taking that? I think I care about looking at the top 3 cards more. Fifth or sixth game with the deck. We'll get it figured out here shortly. There is a Gorehound. Do we have a Sephiroth? We do. All right, we are going to let that hit the battlefield, unfortunately. And then we are going to murder it. They can sack the Gorehound and at least get 1 Sephiroth trigger on us for this. And a Surveil. But, oh, they didn't. They sacked the Sephi first. Okay. They really want a Gorehound, evidently. Yep, you get a Surveil. That fizzles. You gonna sack the Gorehound and draw a card? Okay. Cool. Ooh, land. This is a... Hang on. This is a 26 land deck, y'all. 26 land deck. I think we either need to consult or stock up on this turn because we need to get the land drop. And stock up is better right now. There is a Grave and a Jador, another stock up. I think I take the Grave and the Jador. Let me go ahead and let the Grave enter tapped. See what opponent can do on this turn. Another Sephi? You do. Okay. I don't think they're going to sack the Zealot to draw a card, so that, yep. Maybe it for the turn. Boy, this not drawing lands is frustrating. Very, very frustrating in a 26 land deck. I think we go ahead and we put out the Darkness Crystal. At least then if they start going stupid places with Sephiroth, the gain drain triggers aren't killing us. They're actually helping us. I really don't want to play that land for turn, but I may need to cover up next turn, and I have the Darkness Crystal to save me. Yeah, I guess that is the answer. See if they have an exercise or something to kill the artifact. Problem is, yeah, we're having to spend our turns and spend our mana to draw lands. I'm not really sure how we go about not doing that. But that's okay. We can just eliminate the problem for 5. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Blow it all up. I will take 2 Sephiroth punches from this. It's weird they let that go first, but we are going to absolutely take Sephiroth. One in the hand. One of them in the water. What else we got? We do have Raise the Past, which is why we're exiling her. Probably should exile something. Whatever. We got some voices. There's another Sephi. They get to draw a card. Okay. And they do Raise the Past in hand. What is in the yard? Snarling Gorehound, Voice of Victory, and Zealot. Yep. I accept. This is definitely one, if this was best of 3, we would board in Malicious Eclipse to just exile these guys and be done with it. All right. So what do we need to kill here? I think we definitely need to nuke the Victory. And then I think we hold a Divert up. And if we don't counter anything on their turn, then we Star Charts. That seems the most logical way to slow them down. Voice we've just got to get rid of because it creates so many enter and exit. You get your Surveil. I guess we do have 3 steps available now too, so this is definitely a just park on 3. Little goblin buddies. But those take red mana. Doesn't look like you've drawn red mana yet. We let him have the Gorehound. I think so. They're playing a 1-drop. Maybe whatever's coming next is worse. Still no red mana on the ground. Okay. You're gonna swing a Gorehound at me. We're gonna take 4. There's a red land. Do I divert that and get a lander? Do I 3 steps it? I think that's the only red mana they have, so I think we kind of have to make this go away. Yeah, let's see what the other card in your hand is. Nope, okay. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. Main phase consult feels bad. At the island? I don't know. I don't know how we 26 lands, all the board wipes. That gives us 4 up. So we can 3 steps, 3 or 5. We're just dead to that, aren't we? Yeah. Okay. Let's go back, take a peek at the list here. I want to count again. I don't feel like there's actually 26 lands in that deck. And we're getting our daily done. Let's see. 4, 5, 6. Yep. 8 island, 8 swamp, 2 town, 26, 3 artifacts. Hey, 3 artifacts. How many of those have we seen? All right, so we're just failing at the RNG game right now. So, best one. We'll keep banging our head against it. He's fine. All right, yeah, 2 tap lands, 1 piece interaction. We mull that. Okay, that scared me for a minute. I mean, turn down rest into stock up. No, no black mana. I'd say we'll draw into it. There's 26 of them. We'll keep 6. We'll go ahead and put the rupture back because we're a long way from casting that. Drop the verge and see what we're up against here. Cool. Second demo field. There. Oh, the odds. Oh, the odds, Arena. Skew. Black mana. 8 sources of black mana. No. 14 sources of black mana in the deck. Question is, do we survive another turn? Third demolition field? Come on, Shuffler. Shuffler. Wow. Okay, neat. Fuck. Doesn't really matter, does it? I guess we grab something we can cast with blue mana and we grab a fucking tap land that taps for black. Seems fine. Yep, there it is. Yeah, I have one of those. I can't cast it because there's no land. Again, we're at the point where we're having to rummage for our land drops. We need to figure out a way. They're just going to do PP things and kills. It's fine. We need to find. I don't know. We have 26 lands, and we're using our 2 and 3 mana rummage and draw spells to hit our land drops in a 26 land deck. I don't know what the answer to that is. I have 45 people on stream tonight hanging out. Cool to see all of you. If you click that, there's my bitrate at 11.6. That's crazy. Get you guys up and clicking that little purple button helps us out a ton. It's right on top of your stream there. Meanwhile, we have 3 lands and we have a way to kill something. So hell yeah, we keep this. Oh my, oh my! It's a ley line of hope. They have hope and they're going first. 21. We need to get to 30 tonight. I'm gonna sit here and not draw lands until we get there. All right, which one of these is the most BS? Yeah, I mean, we just didn't go first. Oogie. Is best of 1 too fast for a control deck? I don't think so. I think we just need to draw cards. Let's hop back in here. Can do all sorts of fun stuff here. We're gonna, and we have all the lands, but again, we don't do anything until turn 3. Oppo's still going first. I mean, if we draw a 3rd land, that's okay. Let's group by mana value. Yeah, there's 2 mana counter spells in there. There's 2 mana removal in there. Just doesn't exist in our hand. So we'll hang on to this. We'll dump the 6 mana thing we're never going to cast away. And let's see what we're up against here. All of the aggro decks. See if we flip over now and we start actually playing an aggro deck. All we'll hit is blue-white control. We're not. Yeah, mobilize 1. Punch me for 2, drain me for 1 when that dies. Okay. Well, good news. There's a divert. The 9 2-mana interaction spells in the deck. I'm going to play a tap land anyway. None. Okay. 13. Cool. And there we don't have the land for that. All right. So perhaps it's not the Q Knight for Singularity. Let's do a little experiment here. Let's flip over and let's go into a Brain Dead aggro deck and see what happens. I think we mull that because there's only 1 land. There's only 20 lands in this deck. We have a lot of cool 1-drops. I guess we could get by on that for a while. Yeah, hells. And we're going first this time. I think we go this route and we just start widening. Put the freebooter in front of that and get the treasure. Vondum. Oh, let's see. I think we start building the channeler up here, which seems mana inefficient. And we're going to go ahead and warp in the Hollia, because that will get us a card at the end of turn, as well as a couple more cool channeler triggers. And we'll punch in with just that. And there's another one, and then we draw a card. Cool. We have a large channeler. Good, TJ, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you on tonight. They're gonna hit us. Oh, they're not. Okay. So then we are going to I don't really have a way to take damage, do we? But we can make this big enough that they have to put everything in front of it, I think. Yeah. So let's play out the hawk. And that'll take us a little bit bigger. And then we'll put out the linden, and that'll make us a little bit bigger. And then we are going to swing with these guys. Gain a couple more. You might get a cool combo going, but they are going to have to work really hard to drain that far. And the cool thing about Chandler is they can't, like, they can remove it, but then I just get to put the counters on something else, and then it goes on something that flies with lifelink and kind of F you. The only thing they can really swing with is Bondum. No, they're going to swing with Seth, huh? That is a choice you could make, buddy. Sack for color? Okay. Yep. Let's see here. 3/3 coming through. I don't want to trade him for all of these, and I don't think I want to trade him for Linden, so I think we just take it. Okay. A Pride Mate or a Holly? I think we need to start getting some card advantage here, so we're gonna gain some life here. Yep. And then we are gonna send in everything that flies and the big guy. That's gonna gain us 3 more. 35, 36. Okay. Pride Mate and a Vanguard, not a bad call. I don't think this deck runs board wipes, so I think eventually I go wide enough that it doesn't matter. I want to get my Chandler up that big. Okay, so now let's see. That has Menace. Yep. I think now is the point where we trade the Linden for the Sephiroth, because the Sephiroth is just getting a little too stupid. I think I want to hang on to the Halia for the triggers. His card advantage is good. Let's get rid of Sephiroth. Yeah, which makes, Bondum bigger. I know. Okay, there's Plains. There's Pride Mate. And then we'll do it again. We do it again. And we send in the flying team and the big dude. And we see if now is the time at which they give us their Bondum. It's not. They want to give us the Blood Witch. Okay. That's cool. We are just so far outstripping them in life. Yes, I know Bondum's getting huge too, but that's okay. Second Linden. Second Linden is good. Got a booter. You gonna sack the booter and kill my... Oh, please. Oh, it's exile, isn't it? So we lose all our counters there. Okay, that's annoying. It's okay, though. We've still got Halley out. We're still drawing cards. We've still got plenty of mana. We're still gaining when we go to warp that out. So how do they? No, that's 12, and then their shield's down, and I win. Okay, I go to 21. What is the plan? Oh, because Vondam's vigilant, right? Yeah, good stuff, Steve. All right, let's get another channeler out and cooking, and then we'll put out a Linden. It's a pain. I used to I played in Resolve Raise the Past deck in paper at one point. That was just as stupid. Let's see. I think we just send the flying team and we hold enough big stuff back to make them not want to attack with Bondum. And we still gain 2 more, and we still get a Halia trigger at the end of the turn. And then we gain 2 more, and we get a bunch more triggers. They pretty much gotta draw a removal spell now. So when this thing dies, destroy 1 target non-land permanent. Yeah, 30 is the goal. That is what we're shooting for tonight. Yeah, I think that's the game, right? I mean, this gets rid of their survival. And they're gonna blow up my Essence Chandler or my Pride Mate. Pride Mate, okay. I need to play something else to do some. Oh, yeah, that sir is sufficient. You get to surveil, but everything's little, right? What is their biggest thing gonna be? Gross. They're all huge. Hi. Triggers. That was perhaps the best top deck that we could have fathomably asked for. They are going to lose their whole board here. We're going to take a lot of damage. We're at 50 life, but I think they have to block everything, or they've got to start doing multiple blocks. I mean, they're taking 6 no matter what. If they don't kill Halia. Okay. Opponent deciding how this plays out. Okay, so they're putting a lot of stuff in front of the Vanguard. 1 on Halia, 1 on this. So the Vanguard is going to kill Vondam first. We're going to leave the freebooter alive. Okay. A whole bunch of stuff dies. I get some triggers. They also have some triggers, so they're going to gain some back here. They make a bug. Okay. I am happy with that. We'll play a tap land. We will scry. Don't want that. Awesome. That rocks. Yeah, once we get up. Oh, yeah, there we're at 23. Okay, super cool. Yeah, once we hit our goal and get to. No, I'll take the damage. You're not getting a scry and a treasure off me. Then we can kind of go through and do some fun stuff in chat. Oh my god, why? Hey, Digger, thanks for jumping in. How you doing today? They are going to surveil away some stuff. Yeah, we can stream it a little bit higher quality. We can do some cool stuff on the weekday events. All right, so I guess we just we get another one of these going. We have not. Oh, we have. I just didn't. I boogered that up, didn't I? I started hitting that starting town next turn if I have both channelers up, and then I just win. We are going to be up at a ridiculous level of life here. Oh, okay. Yeah, opponent's done. All right, so white, Lifegain, aggro, cats and stuff. Good deck. Yes, yeah. Thank you guys for coming in and giving us a follow. Like I said, it super helps out. Lets us have a lot more options. Yeah, both of those decks are a little trigger heavy. It's kind of fun watching them smash into each other. And people say Standard isn't in a fun place right now. 47 watching at the moment. I'm having y'all. Yeah, and Chandlers are my favorite. I wish I would have had a starting town earlier. If I could have put those Chandlers in the air earlier on, it probably would have been. Shuffler's fine. 3 of my legendaries. It's cool. Hey, that's better. Draw more land, right? Teach, it's we do epidemic stuff, and I go on and I find kind of the fun gritty stuff that I enjoy. The Vanguard out, punch in with the Hawk, put a counter on the Pride Mate. It has to be copyright free because we're on the tubes, and we get yelled at if it's not. So, okay, so I think we're going to put in the bat, warp in the Halia, play the Vanguard. When we move to combat, we gain another life, so now Halia will draw us a card. And now we can punch in with the Hawk. I think we want to leave this back. God, that Hydra can get huge. Cool. Essentially, this is going to be a whose gun gets bigger first. So we're gonna go 2, 4, and then 8, and then 16. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. This gonna hurt. Yep. Yeah, we're not uploading to YouTube though. We're actually streaming on YouTube, and the VOD's sticking up there. And YouTube doesn't care if it's live or VOD. I think we're gonna take this because I think if I rip a land, we can Halia and then Healer's Hawk and go right over the top of him with Pride Mate and win. So that hurts, but we are a Lifegain deck, so we'll come back. Yeah, we don't, do we? Let's move through combat. We'll gain a life here. We'll see if they let us punch them. If they do, we'll make that bigger. That doesn't get any smaller though. That's the problem. I don't know if there's a way out of this without us having drawn a removal spell. Because that just, yeah. We play 4 Sheltered by Ghosts, but if we don't draw them, we just lose to shit like this. I can put the Pride Mate in front. Nope, I can't. Okay, cool. Good game, buddy. Oh yeah, yeah, overkill. All right, cool. You won. I'm not gonna let you see the numbers because I have better things to do. Shelter by Ghosts is the answer for the deck that we play there. I suppose we haven't looked at the list on this. We just kind of started playing it. Let's hop in here and gonna show you guys what we're playing. Lifegain. So this is currently just a best of one. We've got Leah, we've got Linden, we've got 4 ley lines, we got Starting Town to hurt us to put Chandler in the air. We got Pridemate and Chandler that are kind of our life gain payoffs. Linden's super cool. Whenever a white creature attacks, gain 1 life, so you swing a whole board and everything gets huge before it goes. Of course, our ghosts, and then our little 1-drops, our 2 lifelinky flyers, our life gain on creature enter, and our life gain on combat when we go wide. So pretty straightforward deck. Many times does the thing, sometimes does not do the thing. Yeah, Pale, the green punches really hard, especially if you don't have a way to get rid of it. Yep, this is 100% playable. Couple life gain sources, couple payoffs. Super low curve seems good. Sliver. Oh, this. Everything's a sliver. And then they have that new artifact that has affinity for slivers. Cool. We just chug through and keep gaining life because all their slivers are going to have double strike. The Tiny Bones. There is a Starting Town. There's an Essence. Yeah, Tiny Bones is a sliver. That's epic. Skeleton Rogue Sliver. I love it. We'll make Essence Chandler a little bit bigger. Yeah, Crass. I keep thinking about putting the Sliver Commander deck back together. And I can't. It feels so bad. It's one of those decks I really enjoy playing. I think it's super fun. Most other people do not. So they control 2 slivers now. This thing has affinity for slivers. We're going to eat 5 here. Because I don't want to lose my channeler right now. And the reason I don't want to lose my channeler right now is we are going to... Let's see. Don't need to make it fly, so I don't need pain this turn. So I can play the Pridemate. Then I can play the Vanguard. And we move to combat, and this gets bigger. Okay, and then we send the team for 5 and gain 1. And they get bigger. The nice thing now is we do have the Starting Town out, so we can just pay a life to hit that for the color. Kind of like old joke, my neighbors listen to great music whether they want to or not. Yeah. Yep. That is too true, Crass. Okay, that's cool. Counters can go on the Healer's Hawk. Gonna send the team in. Yay, nay? No? Maybe? Just Tiny Bones? Cool. That thing will block and kill. That thing will block and kill. You gotta make choices, buddy. If you ended this turn, you may pay a life. You do return it to its owner's hand. So if we give them the miner back... oh no, they can't pay, can they? Alright, so we just get in front of this. And we take the 2 from the Tiny Bones. You gonna cast my Essence Chandler? Yeah, you don't have any mana. Cool. Oh, hey. That's what a fun card to trip, stumble, and fall into. I think we'll put the bat out this turn. That thing is just a 2/2, right? Yeah. So again, we send the team. They can put that skeleton in front of the Pride Mate if they want. I'm not super concerned about it. They're going to go to 9. We're going to jump to 21. Chandler's going to get bigger. Johnny's going to get bigger. Yep, Corpses of the Lost comes back. Tiny Bones gets bigger. Now you got a 3-2. So we may end up taking 5 this turn. Oh. No, okay. All right, so let's make a white mana. Ouch. Let's play an Essence Chandler. Let's play a Healer's Hawk. Let's move to combat and make Pride Mate and the Essence Chandlers bigger. They have 9. They can block 2. So there's 5. They're going to block the 7. 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Send team. Good game. Yep. That is still a bigger number. Good job, buddy. Kaboomels. We are running out of hydration. That's okay, we have second hydration. Some of these new avatars are super cool. I really like the aesthetic of the new set. Yeah, it's got a hope in hand. We are keeping that. Yep. Cool beans. Bat. Chandler. Yeah, that was money. Anytime you can open with a ley line and a couple of 1-drops that gain you life, man, super gross. We're gonna need it. They get a Tifa. All right, so we're gonna play that. We're gonna play a. You need to gain 3 life. Yeah. We're gonna warp Holly in. Gain a life. Chandler get bigger. We're gonna play another Chandler. Gain a life. Both Chandlers get bigger. We are gonna swing with 2, 3. Think we just swing with this. We gain the life. We make them bigger. We take the card draw, and then we have a whole bunch of butt to put in front of. Yes, there we go. All right, cool. So next turn, we just sheltered the Sam Tifa. So they're going to play a land here. They're going to put a counter on Tifa, taking her to 2. And they're going to double her power to 4. And they're going to do it again, and Tifa's going to be a 10-4. And we are gladly going to trade an Essence Chandler for that thing if they want to turn it sideways. If not, yeah, we're putting under Shelter by Ghost this turn. So 4 mana. We are going to shelter on. We're going to shelter on the one they don't want to kill if they draw a kill spell, right? Nah, we're going to shelter on the Chandler and gain all of the life from it. Give me that Tifa, please. Yep, they're done. That's the thing with mono green. Mono green can roll you over, but like if you take their piece, they're kind of done. It's a super boom deck, but it's a super fragile boom deck, and we happen to luck into the shelter there at just the right time. Hey, let's see if we can rip that good of a first 7 again, huh? Honestly, if ley line's in it, 9 times out of 10, I don't care. I'm keeping it. So a Sanctifier, a Hawk, a Sheltered Linden. There's gas here. There's gas here. We can, yeah, we can Sanctifier, and then we can flip into starting town, throw a Pride Mate out, start growing that. Sheltered onto the rabbit if they play something dumb turn 2. Yeah, we'll hang on to this. Once we draw another land, we get Linden out and going, and then we're just a life gain machine. So we'll start with a cute, cuddly little rabbit that there's no way that they would kill. Never going to spend their turn 1 removal on a rabbit, are they? No, I can play a tap land. This is bloody unit deck, isn't it? All right, so we get a gas and go, which means we get a Pride Mate out. We'll gain a life, make it a little bigger, punch him for 1. And I think next turn, I think if they don't play anything scary, yeah. This is a, we're going to get the starting town out. We'll get it's good there. This is a Linden turn, and we're going to take a pain for this, but then we're going to gain a shitload of life when we attack. Unless, of course, they held up a counter spell. They didn't. Okay, cool. Yep. What do you have removal for? You gonna take the Pride Mate? Okay. Cool. I'll take the maps. We'll gain another life. A little sad my Pride Mate's gone, but that's okay. We can do this. And we can do this. And we can do... Yep. And we can do this. And then we can do this. Oh, stream locked up. Ruh-roh. Let me get Restream chugging here. I'm showing okay on Restream. Excellent. 2-second. Okay, bitrate. Are we back now? I'm gonna go ahead and keep that on top for one more round. Okay, cool. And then we'll get rid of it because we don't need a second one of those. And we're gonna hit them for 6 and gain 2. They're gonna let us do that, or do you have another get lost? You blow all your removal this early. Yeah, kill the rabbit. Okay, that's cool. There is the card that we want next, for sure. That replaces my rabbit quite nicely, I would say. Ah, okay, yep, everything dies. Good job. We might just park for a minute now because we don't have a way to really do anything with Holly other than put her out there to die. We're just going to pass back and wait for them to do something. They're going to stock up. All right. So weird. You don't see a lot of green in control decks like this. I figured they'd be pushing towards a unit or something now, but it's blue-white control with a couple green lands in it for some reason. We got there. Elixir. Enter tap. Shuffle all non-land cards from your graveyard into your library. Gain life equal. Okay. Don't think I care about that. We've got to kind of hold for a turn where we can make a big board and hope to not get it wiped. So I think we're just going to chill. Halia doesn't really do us any good until we can gain 3 life, and then we get to draw more cards. Stock up, yep. This may be where the control deck stabilizes and just gets us. Yeah, it goes back. I don't care. Let's... No, we're still not going to have that. And there's nothing out there worth grabbing, so... now we just hang out and wait for them to do something. Yeah, you're gonna empty my graveyard. Cool. I guess I have to watch that because they get enough under there. They will have the mana to to just dump them all out. So we can draw some sort of payoff next turn. We Sanctifier, and then we... I don't know what are we doing. And we... Yeah, Vanguard. I mean, it gets bigger when we go to combat. That's 1, see, 3, 4, 5. We can put them all out this turn. What do you think the odds are we get board wipe next turn? I think they're pretty high, but we get to draw a card. And it beats sitting here dirtling, waiting for the control deck to touch himself harder. We play Halia. I think we're just going to warp Halia so that we can play her again on a later turn. So I'm not worried about keeping her out. They're thinking really hard about countering Halia. We don't really have an answer at this point. Like, our board's gone. We're just seeing if they will be stupid and let us do stupid things. And we gain 2 life there. Yeah, we're drawing a card here at the end. Probably don't want to counter that. You probably want to counter what's coming next. Okay. Let's see. What does that let us do? It kind of wasted the Halia, didn't it? Yeah. Okay. Well, Halia zones out, and we get to play her again on our next turn. This is the problem right now, is there's no way for me to dry him out of mana and accomplish anything functional. They've pretty much locked us out. But we have 28 life, and it's going to take them 3 years for them to take all that away, especially at the rate we gain life. So this just kind of becomes a unfun game at this point. Yeah, I'm going to take my graveyard apart, and eventually they're going to ghost back and play this crap, and who knows, maybe that's how they kill me. I don't think they're going to do it with... Oh, okay, there's the frog. Well, they tapped out for that. That's the good news. So I think we... Does that still leave us 1, 2, 3, 1, 2? No, okay. We're going to take their indestructible thing. They're going to counterspell this. Yeah. Cool. So we're just going to move on to the next game, so I don't have to have you guys sit here for another 10 minutes watching me ping them and accomplishing nothing. And we're going to go get in a game that is a little more entertaining and fun. Like, we have a coin flip chance of actually beating them, but it's like a 20-minute endeavor, if not more. If I was wow, this is a terrible hand. We're keeping it. We're gonna put back the pain land, and we're gonna see if opponent scoops when we do this. No? Okay, well, that's disappointing. I was hopeful. We're gonna play a rabbit. They have a steed. I don't want them to have a steed, so I'm going to take their steed away. I'm going to put lifelink on my rabbit. I'm going to punch them for 2 and gain 4. And then next turn we can play both vanguards. I don't care that they come in tapped. But we'll gain 2, 3 life off of each of them when we move to combat, which will give our rabbit +2/+2. Yep, there we go. Yep, we're gonna gain more. Okay. And we'll see if they can board wipe us on turn 3. Yeah, they can't. That was gross. Yeah, the ley lines, when you get multiple ley lines, because as soon as you hit 7 up, all your creatures get 2/2. But when you have multiple ley lines, you get 4/4 or 6/6 on all of them. And like your little 1/1 derpy creature all of a sudden becomes this giant killer threat. especially with the Shelter by Ghosts on it and lifelink gaining life every time he hits. Get super gross. All right, Hawk, Vanguard, Pride. Yes, good hand. So we go Hawk into Pride Mate, into Vanguard, and if we haven't drawn anything else by then, warp a Holly and draw something. Seems good. I always prefer Rabbit as my turn 1 versus the Hawk, but the Hawk seems to get left alone more often. The Rabbit is a turn 1 shit magnet. Like, especially when they're going first and they'll have 2 mana with just my Rabbit out. The amount of times that my Rabbit survives till my turn 2 are so minimal. But we're playing Forest here, so maybe we're not... Yeah, it doesn't change plan. Maybe we're not playing a bunch of removal. That would be cool. There's the Bristly Bill. All right, so we need a Sheltered by Ghosts. Love it. We are... Let's see. Yeah, we're still sticking to the plan. I don't really care about the Bristly Bill. When the Tifa comes out with the Bristly Bill is when it starts to be a problem. What are you fishing out of the $2 bin tomorrow? The ley lines? Okay, they got a bird. The bird is actually probably going to be the one that's going to be the problem. So we're going to play a starting town. We are going to warp out a Halia for the Lifegain, which makes that bigger. And then we are going to put a Sheltered by Ghosts onto the Pride Mate. And we are going to take... See, he only gets 1 bigger per... Oh, but he has that ability at 5, doesn't he? Yeah, we're just going to take the bill and be done with it. And then we're going to send the team in. We've now reached ludicrous life. Cool. Got us another land. That's good. Now, next turn, we can... actually play a big Halia and then run into a Vanguard, gain life at the beginning, make the Pride Mate bigger. Oh, there's not going to be a next turn. Okay. Again, green. I took their bill away, and that was their. That's what they were living on. Cool. Again, we are running this stream trying to get 7 more followers tonight. That is going to let and that is on the at E4 Cards Twitch. We are also live on, I think right now, let me flip my channel summary. I think we are live at Nitevision, Baja the Bear as well. Those two are part of the E4 stream team, collaboratively streaming and having fun and making cool content and just kind of enjoying life. So go ahead and give them a follow too if you haven't already, but more importantly, follow the E4 channel because that will allow us to do some cool things on our live streams. We are going to take a short, and I do mean short, BRB, and then we're going to come back, and I think we're going to hang on to the Lifegain deck for a while. This has been entertaining tonight. I really wanted the Dimir thing to be entertaining, but when you just keep running into aggro decks that run you over on 3, there's not a ton you can do. Oh, look at that. Baja is there as well. In the chat, hanging out. Awesome. We will be right back, y'all. Alrighty, and we are back. Would have been a little quicker, but I went upstairs and realized that there were peachy rings, and so I had to go back for more peachy rings. Because I am a peachy ring slut. Oop, last one's on stream, I promise. Where were we? Lifegain. Let's see. We are doing a little bit of a follower push tonight to try to get the E4 channel up to affiliate. Yeah, always. But here's the thing. My wife, so I call myself a peachy ring aficionado. My wife will tell you I'm a peachy ring snob. But Albanese, these are the best peachy rings. There is no competition, just hands down. That is just the way it is. Guys, we are shooting for 30 followers tonight. We have 53 people watching. Well, 22 on E4, 26 on Nitevision's channel because he's cooler than us because he made it to affiliate already. Also, shout out to the 4 people on YouTube, and Baha, hi to you too. We're going to play some Dimir stuff, but it's an aggro night evidently, so we have switched over to just mono white, cats, Lifegain, that kind of thing, aggro. Well, let's see if we can get another cool one. Yeah, I think this qualifies. Sanctifier, Bat, Chandlers, all good cards. All good cards. And we are going first, which is the best way to go. Opponent goes down to 6 Unisleeves. I think it's a unit deck. All right, so see, here's why we need to hit affiliate, because right now I would put a channel points bet up that if I put this rabbit out, it will not see turn 2. Well, they played a red mana and didn't kill my rabbit. All right. It's a good night. We're going to shoot for the Chandler. Punch him in the face for 1. River Pirate Verge, they're a VV deck. We have to kill him by turn 3. That is just, yeah. VV Cauldron. All right, so we are going to play a Plains. I think instead of putting the Bat in, we're going to put in a, let's see. I never know which one of these to do first, right? Because Halia will gain us a life when Halia comes in, and will gain us life when anything else enters. If I put the Channeler in, yeah, this is the right answer. And now we're going to gain 2 from Halia, which means we get to draw a card at the end of turn. And now we get to punch our opponent for 7. And if all of this survives till next turn, yeah, I think we pretty much win the game then. All right, so 2-3. Yeah, okay. We just got to make them big enough, and then they either have to lose their flesh right or die. Yeah, they knew. Opponent could do math. Hello there, Saber. Thanks for coming on in. Appreciate the purple button clicking. Awesome. Well, welcome into the stream, Saber. Appreciate you having you here. Yeah, we'll hang on to this. We got 2 payoffs. We got some life gainy stuff. And we got a Linden. Let's see if the opponent lets us swing in with a Linden on the board. Those turns are always fun. Yeah, it's hilarious. Our E4 stream team, we have four channels active now. I think I have Glitch Link too, don't I? Yeah, we just picked up Glitch Mercer the other night. He's not not as into Magic as the rest of us are, but he absolutely wants to come in and play and give it a try. So we will. Oh yeah, but so the E4 channel is actually the last one to get affiliate out of the four of us. Pretty sure Glitch is almost a partner because he's a stud. Kevin of Souls, they can't cast a removal spell with that, so we'll get a Pride Mate out here and cooking and punch him for 1. No idea what opponent is on. Blue land is fun. Yeah, we can get by with this, can't we? Yeah. We'll go ahead and take the life here and see if we can stick a Linden. We can, unopposed. Johnny gets bigger. We swing in. We gain 2 life from Linden. Johnny gets mucho bigger. And squish. Love it. Yeah. Glitch came on and did a whole bunch of Pat Kraken last night. It was his actually his 3-year stream anniversary last night. And let us know that we're doing some pack work, and so we hopped on in and had some fun. We're gonna put another Pride Mate out. Yes, thank you, Saber. You rock. Glitch is actually gonna start doing some arena streaming too. We're playing around with scheduling and stuff, just to kind of figure out, you know, who, what, when, where, why, how kind of thing. But we intend on bringing you a whole bunch more content to the whole network of channels. We've kind of proven with the shop that everything's cooler when it happens in groups. God, that's on the internet now, isn't it? Somebody's going to take that the wrong way. Anyhow, we're going to swing in, and I think this is game if he doesn't have an instant speed board wipe. We're just regaining a bunch of life. We're putting a bunch of counters on things. When this deck does stuff like this, it's quite literally obscene. We have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage coming in. They're going to flash in a flanker, and they've got to block the Pride Mate with it. They're still going to take 4. We're going to draw a card. Anyhow, so that's kind of what we're doing with the streaming, is just, you know, building a super cool community here with Baja and Nitevision and now Glitch, and just having a ton of fun with it and growing everybody together. Yay, there's the board wipe. Good job, guys. All right, that's fine. We can rebuild this. We're gonna put out a rabbit. We're gonna put out a Halia. I think we're just actually we're gonna hardcast this Halia, because then we can. If they kill this one, we have 1 waiting in warp. We're gonna do nothing. Cool. This may be the point too at which the control deck stabilizes, and we just do nothing. Yeah, this is split up. Cool. How many more board wipes do they have? Well, let's find out. Got a counter spell for it? Yeah, you do. Good job, little buddy. This is the problem with this deck, is once it gets blown up like this, we're kind of just, oh yeah. Oh, and now we get dragon. Neat. There's literally nothing we drew at that point that made a difference except for gaining life. No, I don't think it's the same one. I don't pay attention to the name, so I don't really know, but it's it's a control deck. Alrighty. Yeah, there's no way we don't keep this. Yup. Here is hoping that this is just bone stock mono red, because we'll just out Lifegain it. Nope. That's right, I forget. Green is the new mono red, right? We're gonna plains, we're gonna channeler, we're gonna punch with the hawk, we're gonna make the channeler bigger. Next turn we can drop a starting town. If we don't draw anything else, we'll tap the starting town for white. Oh, but we do draw something else. And it's beautiful. We're still going to do this, because that puts our channeler in the air. Then we're gonna play a hawk. Then we're gonna take the bird away. Mono green. I think mono green genuinely is the new mono red. The amount of games I played when the mouse package and Monstrous Rage and everything was in effect, and you just like, you take one of the broken pieces and they just don't want to play the game anymore. And we see the same thing here. In fairness, I did the same thing to the control guy after 2 board wipes and 2 counter spells in 2 turns. But I gave it, at least we kept playing and kept trying, right? All right, so here we're gonna bat. See what we end up against. Planes. I think we start with the Pride Mate and punch in and get a counter on the Pride Mate. At least get it out of range of some of the dumb removal. It's Orzhov, so they'll absolutely have the potential to have better removal. But and then next turn, cool. Yep. So now we go rabbit. We warp in the Halia, gain life there. We drop in the Vanguard, gain 2 more life, gain a life there, punch for 8, draw a card. Got another momentum breaker there, cool dude. If they play something stupid, we can shelter it. Oh, okay, it doesn't matter. All right. We will remove somebody's life total completely at some point tonight without them scooping. God, I'm not making my daily either. Black or green spells that I'm playing white. Ugh. Black or green, black or green. All right, let's this is the mono black little thing Sephiroth sacrifice it all deck. We are going to play enough of this to cast 5 black spells so I can get my daily done, and then we'll go back to Lifegain, I promise. I like Lifegain better, but this is also a very trigger happy deck. Oh, watch, we get Dimir. So we have a Sage, we have a Color, we have a Zealot, we have a Sephiroth, and we have removal. We have all of the pieces we need except for a 3rd land. And there's no way we won't draw into that, right? Right, guys? We'll never not draw the land. I love this game some days. If you'll notice, we have the good avatar here, because this is just a derpy rock for a derpy deck. Go ahead and just get the freebooter out. Do I want to pay 2 life? No, I really want to save that for the Sephiroth turn. Although, we could definitely, yeah. They're Rakdos, so if they're playing Raksack, we're just going to have to turbo out, because I don't have any way to stop them from zombifying on turn 4 with something giant. So we need to be ready to have a Zealot and a Sephiroth. There's the 3rd land. I love this game. So we play, yeah. God, if we lose it then. Yeah, F it. We play the Sephiroth. We pop the booter. Draw a card. Scry 2. Oh, scry 1. Oh, yeah, we hang on to that. We totally hang on to that. Do we use the treasure to throw out a Gorehound? Don't have anything at instant speed, so it doesn't really matter. We can pay 2 life and punch him with this. Nah. Nah, we keep the treasure for an emergency, right? Swing in with the Sage and turn. Next turn we can Gorehound and then Zealot, swing with Sephiroth. We have Infestation Sage and the token and a Gorehound, so yeah, we'll be able to potentially flip Sephiroth. Next turn. Dude, what did you fucking exile from my yard? The rebooter? Okay. Cool. So now we Gorehound. We Zealot. I think we color as well. Oh, no, that's 2, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, then we just, we swing in. We are gonna blow up. Yeah, we're gonna blow up the Gorehound for a card. That's a good card. I'm gonna go to damage. We're gonna play a minor. Maybe we hang on to it. Yeah, we hang on to it. Okay. Let's see if they zombify here. We're just not quite going quick enough. Oh, they shocked it in. What do they have in the yard? Oh, they don't have anything in the yard. Exile target creature or planeswalker. I guess we sacrifice him to draw a card. And then there's no target. Oh. You don't want to play that game. Okay. Oh, plat 3. Look at that. Moving on up. Got a jump in token. Look at that. And some cards. We got a Sathera. Oh, hey, look at that. We got like good cards for that. That's cool. All right, so now we're gonna go back to Lifegain because that is more brainless and it is that time of the evening. A cloud deck, you say? Yeah, I'm not really sure how we don't keep this. We're only 1 land. It'll probably punish us, but we have 2 shelters and 2 shots at Linden. I mean, let's see if the rabbit lives. There's a swamp. Duress. All right, cool. We only have 1 sheltered. It's not a land. Yeah, are you talking about the Monday thing, Harm? Hey, there goes my other shelter by ghosts. Maybe, maybe not. One lander was probably the wrong answer to keep. How do you not? I don't understand what you're doing, but I don't care. Okay. I have no idea why they took something with the bat that was not sheltered by ghosts. Oh, because they have that card. Okay. All right, so we got to start making meat fodder to kill this slasher, right? I think it's going to cost us a pride, mate. I'm sad about that, but at least now the slasher dies for a turn. Yeah, so odd. Never didn't have it. All right, well, there's it. Oh, because it's third turn, not third land. Balls. I hate that card. All right. He's going to gain us a life. We have something else to put in front of a slasher next turn. I'm really sad we lost our first Ugh. So I have to block with this. Yeah, so myself and Aaron are going to start on Monday, which is Saturday night tonight. Yes, so Monday. Are going to be sitting down Monday evening with another super fan favorite that the stream always seems to enjoy, Mr. Kyle Carnahan. Assuming that, you know, scheduling and all of that stuff. Kind of can't swing into that, can I? How the hell do I gain another life? That's balls. I don't like this deck. And do some podcasting. I don't know what we're going to talk about yet. We're still kind of chatting about it, but that will be Monday evening. And I'm sure that will... Oh, fuck me. God, I don't even know if I want to block this. Like, because I can block and kill the slasher, and then they attack with another slasher, and they have a bloodletter. And I have one Shelter by Ghost, used one, which means there's two more. So I'd have to draw two Shelter by Ghost next turn. Yeah, I'm just kind of over this game. But we're going to talk about Magic stuff. I'm sure we'll talk about Standard. I'm sure we will talk about some upcoming stuff. Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah. We'll be talking about the RCQ, upcoming RCQ season as well. Because E4 is... just got the notification today that we'll be getting our WPM premium. So we'll be running 2 slaughters for this standard RCQ season. Course altering, Aaron. You're so dramatic about it. Yeah, we'll be running 2 slot RCQs. We'll be having tons of cool things going on around that. We've got a store championship coming up. So we'll have plenty to chat about. Outside of E4 news, because as I spend all week talking about myself, has anybody seen the Spider-Man collector's boxes that are almost $1,000 now? Anybody else over this $1,000 box bullshit yet? Thanks, Teach. It's premium's been in the works for a long time. It's just been a matter of getting all the pieces put together and getting the community built big enough so we have the revenue to pour into it, and just different fun stuff like that. I mean, I think we just gain as much life as we can and hang on to Shelter by Ghost for when Tifa comes in. You can give me your elf or not? Yep, bitch, you won't. Hey, and there's our sheltered target. I think they'll scoop when I sheltered the Mossborn too. So this is why we need to make affiliate, because then I can put channel point betting out on the channel. I can just put a poll up and go, hey, did they scoop? Bet your channel points. Let's go. What are you sitting on, homie? What are you sitting on? Feel a lot better if you did something. Yeah, cool. Now you're not holding mana up to stop me from doing this. And I'm now out of gas. I don't have another one. I can bat and Vanguard next turn and gain some more life and punch for 5 again. But if they put something giant out, I'm probably kind of effed. Bill, Forest, put a counter on Bill. They had something else gross. They would have played it before they played the land. Maybe they're just bad at Magic. Ordeal. Alright, so we have to kill Bill. I don't think we have the tools to kill Bill. Yeah, I think they did. I don't have the button to make it work, Aaron. I mean, I'm happy to put a Healer's Hawk in front of a Bristly Bill. I don't have 5 mana yet, so they can't double his counters. As long as it's nothing dumb, I'll probably just... God damn it. When do they get back? They get back to Traveling Chocobo. Okay. Is that thing a land? Because if it's a land, this hurts. So Bristly Bill only has 1/1/1 counter now, so they can, like, swing with him and it won't trigger Ordeal. Okay. I don't know why they wouldn't put that on Bill. I don't think that works the way you think it works. I don't think you're reading the card correctly. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna take 4. Cool. You got it. You have to blow to get a land. Channeler. Now we gain life. Gain a life. We send the birds in. We gain some more life. Now we have a 6/5 channeler. Make Bill bigger than that. Get you some. Get your Hydra back. But you don't have any lands to do anything with it. Of course, I don't have any lands to do anything with either. So I guess here we are, huh? What? Are you dense? Oh, he gets 2 counters and he gets huge, doesn't he? Ah, damn it. Okay. Oh. Oh, that got gross. Oh, that got gross. Okay. So what are we... Can they stack those so that they get a second Ordeal trigger? Wow, that got stupid quick. We're gonna trade this and put the counter on the Healer's Hawk. I think we have to. Right. Yeah. Well, there we killed Bill. It didn't cost us quite everything. We now have a big Healer's Hawk. That's 6. Don't think that's enough. I don't have enough lands to get a... Oh my god. Why are you doing that on your end step? You're just flexing, you dick holster. Yes, yes, you have a 256 Hydra. Good job. Yeah, and I can only deal 5 damage and not 7, so that's where we're at. I guess I can get rid of their traveling if they want to block with it, but that doesn't... Yeah. Nice deck. Hey, there's my 4th land. Thanks, deck. We're just not moving up in platinum tier 3 at all. The competition's too much. Can't handle it, Arena. Just can't handle it. Okay. We gotta keep. We'll start off with a bird or a rabbit. Turn 2, we can Chandler. Chandler will start growing right away. They got a doggo. We got a bat. They're not going to feed me the doggo. They're just going to take one. Mike's being goofy. These mic arms are great, right? Until they're not. Okay, what do we got cooking? We got an opponent who's just thinking, huh? Okay, there's a land. I think we take their voice away. We're gonna make him really want to kill this Essence Chandler. And then, just for good measure, we're gonna warp in a Halia and get another card. We go to 29, we get another plains. We can do it again next turn. Yeah, they might get enough blockers out to slow us down a little. Okay. Plains. Another Essence Chandler. Yep. Another Sheltered. We'll take away their Servandum. We'll make them put their Infestation Sage in front of this. Gain some life, they get bigger. This is one of those where I wish we had a ley line out right now, because they'd be friggin' huge. Friggin' huge. You ever realize you just have crap that you left all over your desktop, like virtually in Windows? Alright, we're gonna play Plains. I think we're gonna hardcast a Halia. Not hardcast, but not warp. There we go. That will gain us some life. Yep, that'll gain us some more life. Okay. We're gonna send both of the big bats. Okay, clears your board. We gain a metric kerfuzzle ton of life. We've gained 20 life this turn. Gross. You bring them all back. Good job. Tons of triggers. I don't know how that helps you win. Not sure. I mean, I guess you can sacrifice a bunch of stuff, but you are going to have to sack a whole ton of stuff to Blood Witch triggers in order for that to make a difference. You surveilled a couple more away, I guess. Cool. So now we Essence Channeler. We make these even huger. I think we just outgrind him at this point unless they have a friggin' board wipe. There is nothing else we can do except go to combat and swing the monkeys. Yeah, I'm gonna block with Gorehound and Sage, probably the correct choice. Gonna sack the Gorehound. Yep. Yep. I mean, Bartolome is essentially an infinite sack outlet, but we have 58 life, and while it is not the size that matters, it takes forever to get to England in a rowboat. They did deny me life gain. That was actually pretty solid on their part. I'm probably gonna get punched with an insect. I don't know that I care. I guess they could punch me with a Bartolome too. I have 57 life. The Dark Steels feel better. Okay, I'm no argument. I mean, if they're true red, what you should be swapping in there is, oh, it's my birthday next turn. What you should be swapping in there is the Sire of Seven Deaths, because that's a better card than Bygone Colossi or Dark Steel. So it's my birthday because next turn we can tap this and put all three of these channelers in the air and just cackle madly. But now we're going to swing them and we're going to make them make some more, not that one. We're going to make them make some more decisions here. Yeah. Yeah, they're going to block. They're going to sack both of them to Bartolome. Oh, Sire's not an artifact. He's an Eldrazi. Yeah, okay. So then Darksteel's probably the right answer. We're still not drawing cards off Halia because we're still not gaining life. But we're going to put 3 channelers in the air next turn. So I don't really give a shit about their Servandum. That's annoying. I think we still kill them with our 3 channelers, though. I guess they could pop their Infestation Sages. Yeah, dump everything in the yard till you have another raise. You don't have Lifegain triggers when they come in. I don't know if I care. And you cannot fathomably sacrifice. Well, you have 2 Blood Witches out, so I guess that's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no blocks. I don't care. So they get 2 here because they make dudes. Vondum gets bigger so they can destroy something. Yep. Dump more stuff in the yard. Just don't know that your triggers are accomplishing anything, homie. Like, you're not going to get Bartolome to 52 after I clicked no blocks. If you try, we're going to be here for 3 years. There we go. Okay. Oh, you're just making 3 aerial blockers. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, so you know what is absolutely freaking hilarious? And we are gonna... You better sack them all now, homie, because I am taking your sack outlet. You no longer have... Yep. Okay. Uh-huh. Are you going to sacrifice Servandum to kill my Essence Channeler? Because you could do that. It would be stupid, but you could do it. If you sack all of your flying blockers, I'm going to kill you. God, he's almost got our life totals even again. This is gross. Yep, sack Servandum. Uh-huh. Blow up the essence channeler. Cool story, bro. I put the counters on here. Uh-huh. You good now? All right. Let's see what we can draw on end of turn. So we get to draw this time. It's another goddamn rabbit. All right, you got a voice. Okay. We are going to pay a painful white mana for a rabbit. Yep, I'm aware. I tried to click it, the game stopped me. All right. It was long and drawn out and obnoxious. All right, what is it? 1040. I think I got a couple more in me here. We may keep chugging. We got 55. Yeah. Holy crap, Aaron. 27 viewers. That a boy, buddy. And shout out to the 6 people watching us on YouTube. You guys rock. Okay. Yeah, it's got a ley line. We keep it. Cool. Yep. Rabbit. I don't think the Pride Mate is the play here. I think we put the second planes down. We play a bat, we gain 2. Play a Vanguard, we gain 2. Move to combat, we gain 2. Not there yet. Dang it. Okay. Whatever. One more life and all of our shit gets huge. So he's going to stock up. That's cool. We're going to warp in a Halia next turn to gain that life right away. And then we're going to swing in with a big Rune Lurker bat. And we're going to have enough to draw a card from Halia. And we're going to be in good shape. Oh, dude. We're going to warp this in. That'll gain us 2 life. When we go to combat, we'll gain another life. Oh, it's going to gain us 4 life, actually. Yep. Squeeze. Gain a bunch more life. Okay. They quit. You are the god of multitasking, Knight. You are the god of multitasking. I get too distracted playing mono white decks, so. Wonder if my wife went to bed yet. Probably. Oh, she didn't let me know. Okay. All right. We have, yeah, seems good. Oh, mirror match. Okay. Target non-land permanent. Cool. Cool, cool. How's that? Oh. You're gonna shelter by ghosts my shelter by ghosts. Oh, this is gonna be such a fucking dirt fest. Okay, yeah, he realizes he can do that, right? Cool. Like, if that fizzles because of the ward, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Oh, we don't really have anything we can do to kill that, do we? Grab it. Card draw engine. Uh-huh. Back to 22. Rip me another shelter by ghosts, you screwy. Oh my god. Oh, yes, yes, please. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna block that. You're good, you got it. I love this game some days. I love this game some days. Love it more if I could get some Lifegain payoff going here, but that's alright. He's just as SOL as I am on that front. Hey, look at its planes. Alright, so now we can get the party moving. Unfortunately, can't swing that because they'll block with that to get their shelter back, and then we do the bouncy, bouncy, bouncy bullshit again. So we're gonna not attack. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I mean, we throw that out because why not? We're going to... yeah, we'll take pain for the white on this. I think we take the Halia because we get the Lifegain and the Chandler gets bigger. And then we get to draw cards as well, right? Yeah. And I think these guys go in because we're swinging at that to double block it. That's, yep. And the Chandler's vigilant, so that's fine. Yep. I drew better cards. Sorry, man. Great deck, though. Plat 3. I almost want to say we're just going to burn through 3 quick more, get Plat 2, and then we're out for the night, but we all know the odds of that happening randomly in arena with this shuffler are quite minimal. I don't think we keep the one-lander here. I feel like that just punishes us. Let's see if we can do better. Shit, yeah, we can. Keep 6. Sorry, bird. Yup. And rabbit. Hey, not Dimir. Tiny bones. Tiny bones. I don't think Tiny Bones is a threat. I don't think we shelter Tiny Bones. I don't think I care what he does. Yep, read the words that are on that card. Nope. Okay. God, that's going to be hilarious. So we play the Hawk. And we can put something in the air over Tiny Bones next turn. Yep. We play the Vanguard. I mean, they're parked on a removal spell. Like, they're just not sure what to remove at this point because everything's gross. Okay. Yep, go to combat. Okay. Hold. We need to draw land so we can put a second one of those out because they'll probably scoop at that. This is my end step. You have priority on my end step, and they have the opportunity to do something. You also have the opportunity to waste 7 seconds of my life that I'll never get back. Lord Skitter Sewer King. Yep. You make rats. Exile all the things from my graveyard. Good job. Okay, well, there's a third land, and then we... Okay, do we take the tiny bones or the skitter? I think we have to take the skitter. And we're going to put that on... I mean, we're going to put it on the hawk. Because, like, that's what's attacking. Cool. Board wipe me, bro. That is your option right now. I mean, I guess scoop is also an option, but that has ward 2. So if we have a 2 mana, yep, okay, cool. You spent 4 mana to get Skitter back. Good job. You get to exile a card from my graveyard. Ah, my god. Linden, good card. We'll gain a life. We'll gain another life. I really can't. I've got to start pressuring him. I'm going to lose something to Tiny Bones. That's just how the world works. But then something's not going to die to Tiny Bones. We're going to gain a couple more life. We're winning that race so hard. Okay, they're going to take the Vanguard. I'm actually prefer that. That's cool. If we rip a 4th land, we put down a 2nd ley line and they're giant. The Death Touch blocker is gone now. That's annoying. Super annoying. We'll let the rabbit go because Linden's a 5/5 that will gain herself life and is vigilant. Oh my god. Okay. You done now? Make another rat. Yeah, that went downhill quickly, didn't it? Cool. More life. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I will draw creatures before they kill me. Hopefully flying. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, so maybe swinging in with not just the bat was the wrong idea. Should have just ground him down with the flyer. Pride mate. Why did Pride Mate? What? He was a 6/6. How did we? Because god damn it, yeah, because I took the damage. Grr. Okay. I was not paying attention. Cool. Yeah, we misplayed that one pretty heavy. Sigh. I think that was strictly my fault, though. I think that was a winnable match that I just boogied. Two land. Yeah. Yup. Okay. GG's. Nope, you can play it out. Okay, cool. Probably gonna take an ass beating from whatever comes on 3. See if they Tifa here. Or if we get to play another card next turn. Well, okay. Cool. cool. 3 mana. Does that put a check? No, because it comes in tapped. All right. We will sit on that then, and we will. I guess we play the bat. And we swing in for 2. Love to draw land. Land would be cool. Well, there's our shelter target. And that goes on the flyer. Yup. Hey, we get to start putting counters on the Pride Mate. The Lifegain deck is gaining life. Let's see what they got this turn. Fan ring. Yeah. And Dan. And Dan. Okay. Oh my god, the 3rd land. It's my birthday. I think we swing with both of these because Johnny will get 2 bigger and then a lot bigger. Because we gain 2. Yep. 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 What has opponent got that is holding priority? Because it's annoying. Like, what do you... You don't have the mana to kill the lurker. Yeah, you can exile one of the ley lines. Need a calculator? I need an emote that says, here's your calculator. Thinking really hard. Okay. You're gonna make Fenrir indestructible? Nope. Okay. Cool. Okay. I think this doesn't matter. We just win here. Yeah, okay. Cool. Good job. Good job, Green. I approve. You're out of hydration again. All right. Well, it is 10:57, so my wife will be off stream by 11. This was super fun. Love y'all. Appreciate everybody coming out. All curve frizzleton of you. I've been over in YouTube chat all night. What's going on? I got 8 people watching over there. This is cool. We earned a sleep magic. I think we already had one of those, but that's all right. Yeah, it was a mono white life gain. Turned out it was supposed to be Dimir thing. Dimir thing kind of poop in aggro meta. So we just went and played aggro and gained a bunch of life, and it was fun. Glad you all made it out. Still hunting for followers. Going over to, if you're watching on YouTube, go over to twitch.tv/e4cards and click the little purple button and give us some love. We will be live Tuesday night for Standard Showdown, and probably live Monday night for some sort of podcast thing that Nitevision and I will be doing with a 3rd guy whose name is Kyle, and he represents everything that is Kyle. So that'll be fun. Other than that, shop at e4cards.com, play some Magic, do cool things.